Chelsea star and Ukrainian international Mykhailo Mudryk has been found with a contraband substance in his system following a drugs test in late October, and well, it could have been banned for a lengthy period of time. But before we get into how crazy this situation really is, please do like the video if you enjoyed and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Social Blade is telling me that it will take 6 months for me to reach 1,000 subscribers, but I think we can do it in just 4. We can do it in way under that designated time. So, you know, if you haven't already, please do subscribe to the channel. And if this is the first video of mine you're watching, please do check out the rest of the videos on the channel. It might even further encourage you to subscribe. With all that being said, let's get into today's video and look at how crazy the Mykhailo Mudryk situation really is. So last night there was a lot of rumours around Mudryk saying that he had failed a drugs test, but there was nothing concrete, so I was just keeping my eye on the situation to see if anything more would develop. And that is exactly what happened, because Chelsea this morning have confirmed that the club and player were both contacted by the FA regarding something that had propped up in a recent urine sample given by the Ukrainian international. And obviously Mudryk would then come out and release a statement saying that he's completely shocked and that he hasn't knowingly taken any banned substances, and that he will be working with the club to find out what has triggered this anomaly in his urine sample. And well, it's just an interesting situation as a whole, because Mudryk hasn't been in the squad for the last few Chelsea games due to reported illness by Enzo, their manager. But now you look and it looks like he's been, you know, under investigation for doping, which is, you know, is never a good look for the club, and I can understand why that was probably wanting to be, you know, kept to the side and kept out of, you know, public light, especially when the team is in such good form, because Chelsea have really turned a corner and their players are really looking to sort of be the real deal, and things are starting to click over there at Chelsea. So, you know, this is definitely not the time where you'd want news like this to come out, but it has. And you know, there are many different ways you can look at it, because obviously he said he has not knowingly taken any banned substances, which obviously isn't something that is new to the footballing world. Obviously, Manchester United goalkeeper Andre Onana, when he played for Ajax, he was banned for doping after he was found with an illegal substance also in his system. And he said that he was just feeling a bit under the weather, took some of his girlfriend's medication, didn't think anything of it, and then bam, that is what caused for the irregularity to be in his test. And, you know, he obviously still got banned, still got punished for it, went on to leave Ajax, went to Inter Milan, and then obviously found himself at Manchester United. So, you know, whether he intentionally did it or didn't intentionally do it, Mudryk will be most likely handed a ban from football, which isn't a good look for him and isn't a good look for Chelsea, because in 2023, they did sign him for like £90 million, right? Which is a lot of money. And it was mostly down to the fact that he was heavily linked with Arsenal. And Arsenal were on a rise at the time. Arsenal were in really, really good form. So adding another attacking player for that much money, someone that looked really exciting over in the Ukrainian league for Shakhtar Donetsk, you know, Todd Boehly couldn't let it happen. So he signs Mudryk for Chelsea. And well, the Ukrainian has 10 goals in 73 games, which really isn't living up to the price tag of a €100 million player, is it? So, you know, Mudryk hasn't really been performing on the pitch, and now with stuff like this happening off the pitch, bringing, you know, bad publicity to the club, you really have to think about his future at Chelsea, because they've got attacking players like Jackson, Palmer, Neto, Madueke that all cost less than Mudryk, and they're all performing at a higher level than Mudryk. And yes, Mudryk has put in some good performances in the Conference League this season, but as someone that costs £90 million, you'd expect them to be good in the Conference League, because, you know, again, no disrespect to the teams that Chelsea are playing in the Conference League, but Chelsea are at a level ahead of a lot of their opponents in that competition. So Mudryk should definitely be putting in good performances, especially with how much money that he costs and the ability that he possesses, because he's a good footballer technically. You know, he's fast, he's got some good technical ability, but his end product in the final third is just not there. His finishing, his decision making, it's just not there. He doesn't have it. And, you know, he has been putting in good performances in that competition, but now a cloud is put over those performances of, well, was he on performance enhancing drugs? Is that why he was putting in good performances in that competition? And, you know, so a lot of questions are going to be asked about that form now, and, you know, he's probably not going to play football for, I'd probably say, minimum a year. That's usually what the bans sort of look like, anywhere from a year upwards, depending on how serious the offence is. So, you know, he probably won't play for 6 months to a year, right? 100 million euros down the drain. It was already looking that way anyway with the performance he was putting in. But after this, after, you know, him getting a ban, him not really being a first team player, the amount of money he costs, you know, the bad publicity around him now, Chelsea will look to cut their losses. And I think it's very unfortunate how this is panned out, because he did look an exciting player, especially you look at that first 45 minutes he put in against Liverpool in his debut. He did look like an exciting player, and he looked like an exciting player before he came to the league. But, you know, things just haven't really went his way since joining Chelsea. I don't know if that's because, you know, he was never really that good. The pressure got to him. He's not really like a Premier League player. The style in the league doesn't really suit him. Who knows, right? But things haven't went Mudryk's way. And when all's said and done, he will be one of the biggest flops in the Premier League, in Premier League history. Obviously, he won't be the biggest flop in Chelsea history, because that is, and probably always will be, Romelu Lukaku on his return to Chelsea, because that was a shambles. But Mudryk's up there. Mudryk is definitely up there, and it is very sad to see it go out this way. But, you know, Chelsea fans, please do leave your thoughts on the situation down below. Do you think Mudryk is now done at Chelsea, or do you think the club will support him throughout any ban that he will receive, and he will come back better and stronger after that ban? Let me know down below. And again, like the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Remember, 1,000 subscribers within the next 4 months. We can definitely do that. So please do subscribe if you haven't already. Share the video with your friends, and, you know, watch the rest of the videos on the channel if you haven't already. But with all that being said, I've been Nathan. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Shut down cases, they belly dots to the can't see faces. Chasing the bad guy, chase it. You don't wanna be the one like Ace and like GTA trying to turn them out wasted. Aye, tell a bad bitch come break it. Body come mad, come shake it. Shit then, get back to the basics, bro, don't shut down cases.